Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang by Kylie Lee Baker. This is a pandemic horror that follows a crime scene cleaner who is mourning her sister's death. It is absolutely perfect. I will read anything that Kylie writes. Kai Kei is such a gorgeous book. Oh my God. This follows a powerless princess who's turned into a warrior. Ghost Bride by Yang Si-chu. This follows a young woman whose impoverished family promises her as a ghost bride to the deceased son of a wealthy merchant. This was also made into a TV show that's on Netflix that I'm really super stoked to watch. When the Wolf Comes Home by Nat Cassidy is one of the most unique horror books that I have ever read. One of the best this year. Speaking of best horror books that I've read this year, you know that I wasn't going to have a list without Stephen Graham Jones. Of course, I'm talking about The Buffalo Hunter Hunter. I was not expecting to like Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, but I'm obsessed and I need every special edition, and I have none. Toxic Vampires Through Time. Oh my God. And finally, a book that so far only like 5 people have read. That is What Feeds Below by Tatiana Shloti Bonet. This is the first book coming out from my publishing imprint Bougie Books with Bindery Books. It's coming out October 6th. And this is such a fun horror book because it reads like a love letter to horror. And it doesn't just sit in the horror genre. It fits perfectly well between horror and fantasy. And I think people who play video games are going to have an amazing time with this book. I cannot wait for you guys to read it. And yes, spoiler alert, it's also going to appear on my best books of the year next year because I can do that. This is not an exhaustive list by any means. I read so many freaking great 5-star books this year. Actually, I do that because I know my taste and I know what I will like. I am also a big proponent of DNFing early. I DNF'd that I tracked 30 books, and usually that's because I can't stand the audiobook narrator, and when that happens, I am so sorry. I'm probably not going to read that book. Whew, okay, that was a lot. Let me know if you loved, or just if you loved, any of the books that I just mentioned.